Sugar, just step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up. Touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake and strut, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake and strut, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Rogers' Packers. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Play clock winding down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So a first down and 5 for the offense. Out of the gun, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Second down sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Now it's Rodgers, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now it's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and it's third down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A third down each. Tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. Right? Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw is Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look at...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now here's Janice.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now the Packers get set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw a 4 or 5 pick.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Stewart is the lone setback. First down and goal to go from the 7. And they'll give it to him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now whistles here, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the offense as they'll use their second one of this first half and make sure they've got the play call right. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Single receiver. Hey, you're island over there. Single receiver.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Short boot, taken at the 21. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Yards, and now it's second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Time running out here on the play clock. One back is Lacy. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to rifle. They've got his man complete. A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
That's complete right around the 8. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery from 8 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Rodgers will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy from 17 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Man, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Going for the deep ball. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it'll bring up third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing again is Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his fullback, Mike Tolbert, and it's second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
To the air again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. One back is Lacey. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Newton to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the play clock's running down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to take over the 39-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Newton now to throw. And this will be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Newton throwing again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Just beating the play clock is Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, no credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Newton now on second down. It's caught right side, Dixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
one of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. The big fella. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. But oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Rodgers forced out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Backing up. He's going to go for a big... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh? Yeah,
well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Now you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Throwing again is Newton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One back is Lacey. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. Rodgers looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Morgan Burnett, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this